new tonight. For months, the 7 News Eye team has been reporting on possible links between the injectable birth control, Depo-Provera, and a type of brain tumor called a meningioma that women across the country have shared their stories with us about.
And now senior investigator Lisa Fletcher has obtained new court transcripts that raise fresh questions about what the drug's maker, Pfizer, told regulators about these risks.
For millions of women, birth control is supposed to bring peace of mind. For Randy Hickman, it changed her life forever. She was in a doctor's office alone during the pandemic when she got the diagnosis.
He said, "We're admitting you to the hospital. You have a brain tumor."
The aftermath of Randy's emergency brain surgery has been brutal. Constant pain, ocular seizures, and a scar that wraps nearly halfway around her head. Only afterward did she learn about research linking prolonged use of Depo-Provera to a sharply increased risk of brain tumors called meningiomas. In Canada and the EU, women are warned about the risk on the packaging. Here in the United States, they are not.
There were thousands of women affected by this.
Attorney Ellen Relkin is suing Pfizer, the maker of Depo-Provera, on behalf of women like Randy, arguing the company never gave American women the same information it gave women overseas. Pfizer wants the suit thrown out because the FDA rejected warning label changes the company proposed last year. Relkin believes those proposed changes were carefully orchestrated to achieve a specific result.
It's the new tool book. Give a half-hearted, half-baked request to the FDA, hoping that it's denied because of its inadequacy, because once they got the rejection, that's their litigation defense.
Now, new court transcripts we've obtained suggest that may be what happened. Pfizer argued that the FDA's rejection of the warning label changes carries the force of law, which they believe would shield them from responsibility for not warning women about brain tumor risks associated with Depo-Provera. Relkin says that defense has failed in the past.
The finding was the manufacturer has control of the label, and there is, this is very important, they don't have to necessarily do the request to the FDA. They can, on their own, within certain constraints, change the label.
Large sections of the 113-page transcript are blacked out, including pages immediately after Pfizer is accused of withholding safety information from the FDA and giving more data to Europe. Based on context, those redactions may conceal details about what Pfizer told regulators and what it didn't. For women like Randy, those omissions matter.
We deserve better than this. We deserve to know what we are putting in our body.
9 months ago, we filed FOIA requests for the full correspondence between Pfizer and the FDA, and we have yet to receive any information. We asked Pfizer to sit down with us for an interview. They declined, but in an email, they told us the claims are without merit and they stand by the safety of Depo-Provera, which they say has been used by millions of women worldwide.
So, Lisa, do we know how many women were impacted?
Well, there are more than 1,000 women who are suing Pfizer, but Ellen Relkin says it's really impossible to know the true impact because U.S. doctors and patients were never made aware of the warning signs. So unlike women in the EU and Canada, here they didn't know that headaches, dizziness, and visual problems could be connected to a brain tumor associated with Depo-Provera.
And now whether this moves forward is in the hands of a judge. Any gut instincts on how they'll rule?
Well, Relkin says they're pretty optimistic. She thinks that the judge is going to decline Pfizer's request to shield the company from liability based on a similar case that happened 15 years ago. So we're watching it very closely, and of course we'll let you know what happens.
All right, we know you'll stay on top of it. Lisa, thank you for your reporting.